This is what college football looks like, and it's the same everywhere. Good times eating, drinking, and we all sort of pretend like we know what the hell's gonna happen. So even though I'm in New York and not on campus, all season long, I'm eating, drinking, and figuring out what the hell's gonna happen in the games of the week. This is Easy Call. I'm at Van Horn in Brooklyn for some beautiful Southern food. So let's eat, drink, let's figure out some college football. It's time to talk Atlantic Coast Conference football, go ACC, by all means, with Ryan Nanni. You may know him as Celebrity Hot Tub, and we're gonna do it with some cocktails because ACC football and cocktails.
I can't do this sober.
No, absolutely not. You wanna talk about Dave Doran and the Wolfpack sober?
We're gonna.
Yes, we are. All right, Florida State and Clemson appear to be the class of the conference. What is the big story for you? You have teams a team going out, coming in.
I think it's just Florida State.
Yeah?
I don't
Returning
think,
after
yeah, I think
championship?
Clemson has lost so much.
Okay.
Including a kicker who was
31
31 of 33 the last two seasons.
Yes. Why does that matter?
If you're going to replace your quarterback, your running back, wide
Your best
receivers,
two receivers,
as good
yeah.
as they've had over the last couple years,
Yep.
you want somebody who can say, okay, the offense might not be as explosive as
Right.
it used to be, but if we get inside the 30, we're walking away
We can
with
win a
points.
game 20-16.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they played plenty of close games last
Yep.
year, but they needed those field goals. If they're not getting them this year,
Yep.
I think that's going to be
And
a
their
big
defense
problem.
should put their offense in position to at least get close
Exactly,
for a
yeah.
field goal kicker.
Yeah.
Clemson kicking. That's
Clemson
what this
kicking.
is all about.
That's value added.
Big story for me is probably the fact that Maryland leaves, even though Maryland hasn't been a great team in the ACC. Louisville comes in, Bobby Petrino. There's going to be entertainment. There's talent back. He'll develop quarterbacks. I like that. So Clemson is your down team.
Yeah, I think Clemson's
From
the
the
down
top.
team. They have to play in the first 3 weeks of their first three games
Right.
of the season, rather. They have to play Georgia and Florida State on the road.
Yeah.
That Georgia game they could have easily lost last year. Obviously, the Florida State game
Sure.
they were barely in. I think that's going to set a very bad tone for them. That's going to, with everything else they've lost,
Yep.
that's going to be really hard for the rest of the season.
I mean, it's hard not to say Florida State, and I'm not going to say Florida State. They lose, obviously, receivers and Jeremy Pruitt, defensive coordinator, but because it's not a conference super deep at the top, it's hard to say, oh, Florida State's taking a step back. I don't know who's going
Yeah,
to
it's
challenge
hard
them.
to pick who's going to threaten.
The step back for me is Miami, just
Okay.
because I don't trust them to rush the passer in a division or in a conference that's not all that good offensively, and the fact that Ryan Williams, the Memphis transfer, out with a torn ACL. I don't know who's throwing the ball for them. I just am concerned. They started really quickly last year. Don't trust their defense at all, so I think they're taking a step back. On a more positive note, who's moving up?
So the middle of the ACC is basically everyone, and the exception to that would be UVA and NC State, the two
Right.
teams that didn't win a conference game
Right.
last year. If I have to pick one of them, I'm going to go with NC State because I like Dave Doran better. I think
Okay.
he's proven that he can turn a program
Sure,
around.
Northern Illinois.
And they also they're getting Jacoby Brissett. Sat out his transfer year.
A legitimate quarterback.
Yeah, which if nothing else, he's at least seen the field at a big time level. He's going to be healthy, obviously. He's had time to sort of absorb the system.
Right. Can't get worse than 0 wins.
Exactly.
You can't have negative 3.5 wins.
UVA still has a very tough out-of-conference schedule.
Yep.
And I just don't know that Mike London can actually get this team
Right.
really
There's clearly
rolling.
talent. He's recruited well. Andrew
Yeah.
Brown comes in, the big defensive
But it's
tackle.
spotty talent, and you never feel like, oh,
Right.
UVA is a super deep team.
Right. I think actually Pitt makes the move up
Okay.
this year just because the schedule's great. No Florida State and Clemson.
And you're a known Paul Christ apologist.
Known Paul Christ apologist. Devin Street gone, Aaron Donald gone, but I like Chad Wojtek stepping in. He was like an Elite 11 guy. I don't know, I just feel good about a team with a crappy ACC schedule. That's not a terrible thing to have.
I'll raise
Pitt's
it.
schedule's terrible. What are you drinking, by the way?
Cheers to
There it
this.
is.
This
It's
is
a beautiful glass.
This is the Rose Mellow.
Okay.
This has got some gin and some Campari, some
Wow.
hibiscus.
You're a class act.
Because I'm of the earth. Absolutely.
Of the earth.
Yeah.
This is a bourbon maple ginger beer. This is a nor'easter. I love citrus.
That's
You can
lovely.
tell I don't have scurvy.
Yeah.
Because I get
absolutely.
plenty of citrus
You
in my
would be
life.
a terrible pirate.
I would be a terrible pirate for so many various reasons.
Yeah.
But this is really good. They do a good cocktail at Van Horn. I'm gonna just keep drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, ACC football. All right, that is Ryan Nanni. That has been ACC football. It's gonna be fun this year. Bobby Petrino, if nothing else, Bobby Petrino. Hooray.
Somebody get him a driver.
Watch all of the conference previews on SB Nation. And come on, it's college football. Ooh. I'm gonna sip this all day.